Yeah, it's just a really cool thing to see Cruisin, Oklahoma in 7 events grow to such lengths,
and such a variety, to that point, such a variety of cars, like I said, you got someone coming out in their first car, there's been people who just drive their normal car. Absolutely. You don't have to have a fancy car or a fast car to come out. Just come out and drive the roads.
Oklahoma. It's literally cruising the open roads of Oklahoma. And for those that follow me and do this hobby through this Cruisin, Oklahoma, we're gonna go to some places this year that people, I promise you can live here your whole life that never knew existed. One of them I've got planned is in Spavinaw, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, Spavinaw is it's south of the Grand Lake, and it's kind of on the lake chain that comes south of Grand Lake. It's on Spavinaw Lake. It's a town of maybe 1,500 people, but they have a big campground there called Copper Cove Campground that holds a huge biker rally every year. And there's a highway. I don't know the highway off the top of my head. I have it written down, but it's about 28 miles south of Spavinaw that goes to the foothills of the Ozarks, because the Ozarks start in northeast Oklahoma. And it's basically like a mini Tail of the Dragon, and it's an amazing road. And then they're going to have us up there. So obviously when you plan these deals, the venue is huge, but the starting point's even bigger, because you've got to have a place that houses 500, 600, 700 cars, and to find a parking lot
for a couple hours until we leave.
It's tough. And then you've got to contact the city. Like, I got off the phone today with the guy in El Reno, because when we go to Hennessy, we're going to be going through El Reno. I reached out to him. He said they'll help us any way they can. But the problem is on Route 66, I guess in El Reno, they're doing a bridge construction. See, like,
you're right, they are.
Yeah, if I wouldn't have reached out to them, if I would have just winged it, that I can't even imagine the mess that would have been.
Yeah.
So now we've got to find an alternate route, which they're going to help us with, and they will basically lead us through El Reno, follow the leader with the officer, and they're going to escort us out on 81, and then from there, Kingfisher County is going to pick us up and take us on into Okarche. Then Okarche is going to pick us up and take us on north, and then Highway Patrol is going to pick us up and take us into Hennessy.
That's awesome.
So
that's awesome.
It's super cool, and having the escort thing with the police, man, it's just so cool that all these towns are willing to help, and they're so.
Well, I'm sure they appreciate you too. Like, say, hey, this is a heads up. We're calling you to help you out rather than causing you a really rough day when we show up. You know,
take over a town.
Yeah,
I mean, the town of Hennessy will probably double or triple their population the 18th. Yeah. I think Hennessy has like 2,500 people. So, like, I really think we'll have 2,000 to 3,000 people at that event.
Right.
And it's going to double their population. And it's just cool that there's so many car enthusiasts in Oklahoma that are willing to get out on a Sunday afternoon with their families and spend their day with our family cruising the open roads.
Yeah, it is awesome. And like, it's, I will say, I went on my first one was the Pops, Pops up to Perkins, and then I'd missed the Howlett one, but the difference in the two, right, just growing and growing and growing, and you got more involvement, and like you said, you're going to have like bounce house now and kids stuff, like real family stuff, right? Not just car dudes stuff. And car stuff, right? Like, it's just, it's real, like in Blanchard, we were just walking around, hanging out, chatting, and just connecting. Yeah, you meet new people every day, and you just, hey, your car's cool, I was following you this time, like, let's chat, or behind you, or whatever. And the group's great too. People are meeting in the group too, and the group's awesome. Growing.
And see, to me, like, I'm fortunate. I get to travel, and I get to race at some of the biggest venues around the world, and I get professional photographers and videographers that get to make these cool videos and pictures of me. So I wouldn't say I'm not appreciative, but I'm kind of numb to it now. I get so many cool pictures every day when we go to the event that get uploaded. But so many of those people that go on the cruise don't get that opportunity. They don't get
pictures of their own cars,
So you have professional photographers there that are going out of their way to take pictures of their cars, spending their time away from their families to edit these pictures. It means a lot to those people. And they're actually, they're buying the pictures, they're putting them in their homes, and because they've never had that opportunity to get a professional picture of their car rolling down the road with their kids in the backseat, right? So I think that is a huge draw, and I don't know, I'm just really fortunate to have all these people in Oklahoma follow my butt around Oklahoma and see what we can't find.
Well, I mean, everyone listening, everyone in the group definitely appreciates what you do, right? Because without the planning, and obviously it's not just you have a team doing it.
Absolutely.
You mentioned Richard doing photography, and I know, is it Mike with No Pity?
No Pity.
I met Mike, and then Seth as well. There's a bunch of other photographers who are doing it too, which is,
we got 3 guys that have been out the last couple.
Great things.
They're taking pictures of these people and they're making memories.
You're right, no doubt everyone appreciates them for doing it, because there is so much work that people don't see behind the scenes. Making phone calls, like you said, to each municipality, and but over time you'll build this relationship with people. So you're like, okay, like in 2 or 3 years or in a year, you're going to go back and do the Blanchard cruise again. Like, it's just going to be better and bigger, isn't it? They just, hey,
and we're going to work
down
through it. And it's going to get better. And then, like, in May of this year, I've got a really special one I posted about, but I haven't given a lot of info about. But obviously, we're in Oklahoma. We're drag racers. And the town of Hinton is actually going to have us out, and we're going to do a drag race in the town of Hinton. My buddy Blaine out there runs the Hinton street races. And obviously, one of the things that obviously inspired me to do this is we did race week last year with my Supra, with me and a couple of buddies. And it was such a good time because you get to drive your car out on the open road, pulling a trailer, and you just get to see places in the United States that I'd never seen, like in the middle of nowhere, Kansas. And so we're going to do basically a mini drag week, but for the Cruisin Oklahoma group. So the rules are, we're going to have a class called King of the Open Road. So King of the Open Road is going to be where you have to make at least 2 cruises to qualify to be in with the car you race. So you can't have like an 05 Mustang GT that you cruise, but have a, a big block, LS power or whatever Fox body with a plate kit that runs, 7 quarter mile passes. Yeah. So you got to bring the car on the cruise that you race, and you have to make these cruises. And when you show up, get your car ready to race. Yeah. And we're going to have a hard tire, which is going to be probably like a 260 tread wear or harder tire. So like new vets, Vipers can race. And then we're going to have a soft tire, which will be a drag radial slick class. And it'll be awesome. We're going to allow it to be like 32 car fields for each class. And we're going to go race in middle of town, legally street race in Oklahoma.
That's nuts.
That's pretty cool. There's not many places in the United States where you can go to a town and get a permit to go street racing.
Where the town rallies around you and it's this is the thing here. This is normal.
Yeah, we're going to do arm drop, flashlight stop right here, 8th mile, and we're going to get down.
So awesome.
That's the most Oklahoman thing there is, right?
You're right. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. And so many other cool cruises I've already got planned and they're on the list. I just got to pick dates. We're going to go to Davis. Turner Falls has reached out to me. Mm-hmm. They're going to have us out there. The town of Jones, they want to have us out. I talked to a Baptist preacher today who's from the Claremore area that they want to have us out up in that part of the state. So we've really already went to every corner of the state but the far northwest. Right. So, I want to make a panhandle trip this year. And I think that would be really, really cool up through the Black Kettle grasslands. Yeah. And out that way through Woodward. And there's some really, really pretty rolling country out there. Problem is, most of the cars that go are ethanol fuel based.
And there's nothing out there.
Yeah. Finding E85 out there is a little bit of a challenge.
That's the next thing for the team is to have a support truck or support trucks.
Our good friends at CSS, Central Speed Supply, Lori and Craig Hambright, they're actually going to be bringing E85 to the Hennessy event. Yeah. So people can actually get E85 and they don't have to am I going to make it home or not?
Yeah.